What if I told you your expensive phone, your laptop, even your washing machine, TV, fridge, etc. were all designed to fail, not by accident, not by wear and tear, but on purpose. This phenomenon is called planned obsolescence, a hidden strategy used by big corporations to make sure you keep spending money forever. From slowing down your phones to making repairs impossible, this is corporate greed at its worst. Stay with me, cause what you're about to discover will make you question everything you own. Ever notice how your phone starts acting up after a few years? Apps lag, the battery drains faster, the whole experience feels worse, almost like your phone is begging you to upgrade. Well, that's because companies like Apple have been caught doing this. Apple admitted to slowing down older iPhones in the name of battery protection. But in reality, it pushed millions of people into buying a new phone sooner than they needed to. Now, the batteries do degrade slowly over time, but the way manufacturers design today's phones makes it practically impossible for customers to replace them by themselves. Being able to replace batteries of our electronics by ourselves was a very common thing a few years ago, but not anymore. And software updates? There was a time when software updates used to breathe new life into older devices, bringing new features to otherwise older models. But now, these greedy companies even found a way to weaponize this against the customers. On paper, these companies claim that they'll give 3 to 4 years of software updates, but the fact is, after each update, phones start getting worse. They're not always improving your phone, sometimes they're crippling it. But it's not just your phone. Even your laptop is designed to fail. And the way they do it, it's even more infuriating. Remember when you could swap out your laptop's battery or add more RAM? Not anymore. Companies are making sure you can't upgrade your own device. They glue in batteries, solder RAM to the motherboard, and remove ports, all to force you into buying a brand new machine instead of upgrading the one you already have. And if something breaks, repairing it costs almost as much as buying a new one. And if you thought that was bad, wait until you see how the car industry is using the same dirty tricks. It's not just tech companies. The car industry is guilty of planned obsolescence too. Modern cars are packed with electronics and software locks that make DIY repairs nearly impossible. One recent example is how BMW charged its customers $18 a month just so that they could use the heated seats which the car already had and the customers already paid for. After facing backlash from the customers, BMW now has dropped this practice. But this just shows how far companies are willing to go just to make more money from its consumers. Even simple fixes require a trip to the dealership where they charge insane prices for repairs that used to be simple. But there's one industry that's even worse, and it's something you use every single day. Ever notice how your fridge, washing machine, or even light bulbs seem to stop working right after the warranty expires? In the past, appliances lasted decades. Today, you're lucky if they make it past 5 years. Just think for a moment. Technology has only gotten better with time. So how is it that appliances have now gotten worse? Why do older stuff lasted longer than new ones? That's because manufacturers designed them that way, using plastic parts instead of metal or designing things so that repairing them costs more than buying a new one. But some companies don't even wait till your device gets old. Did you know that Spotify made a streaming device for your car called the Car Thing in February 2022? Don't bother if you haven't, because it was already discontinued the same year because of low demand as stated by the company. But the most infuriating part about this was the customers who already bought it were left with a dead paperweight because Spotify discontinued support, rendering the device completely useless. So, why do companies do this? To keep you spending. But here's the real question. Can we fight back, or are we doomed to keep buying disposable junk forever? So, can we escape planned obsolescence? Well, it won't be easy, but it is possible. Here are a few ways how we can fight this. Choose repairable products. Look for brands that allow upgrades and easy repairs. Use third-party repair shops instead of expensive manufacturer services. Refuse unnecessary upgrades. Keep your devices longer and delay upgrades when possible. And finally, support right to repair laws. They force companies to let you fix your own devices. The more we demand repairable, long-lasting products, the harder it becomes for companies to keep ripping us off. So, have you ever felt forced into upgrading something you didn't want to replace? Hit like if you think planned obsolescence is a scam. And tell me in the comments what's the worst example of this you've ever seen. And for more such videos, subscribe to the channel.